Galactic greetings of gratitude, illuminators and way showers, and beautiful light bearers. This is Wendy with Languages of Lights, and I wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you. I never could have imagined a couple of years ago when I was in my awakening process and I found you, my star families. I found glimpses of me that I never knew existed, or actually I did know they existed, but yet I don't know, I guess I just hadn't found them yet. They hadn't been activated yet. And one day when I heard someone speaking galactic light languages, I don't know what happened. Even talking about it now, it's like I remember, but I don't even remember the first time I heard it. But yet, even just talking about that first time ignites something new in me, like a memory. And something happened to me that day. And once it started, it didn't stop from there. And we all are capable of this if it's something that brings you joy, if it's something you're interested in. It's certainly something that listening to these light language activations and transmissions and channeling messages can definitely open the chakras within you. Hey Deb, congratulations. I just wanted to say hey to a dear friend of mine out there, Deb, who she just told me she just started speaking light languages for the first time yesterday. So this whole energy of this spring, this new year, this equinox energy, I don't know what happened to me, but in the last 24 hours, I'm just like a rocket, ready to explode. It's like I can't say enough, I can't talk enough, it's like I can't make enough videos to express the energy and the information and the languages that are coming through. So when the day came that I started speaking them myself, it was probably the happiest day of my life, or at least one of them, truly, because something changed. My whole life changed that day. And that brings us to today, and here we are, just a little over 2 years later, and to the magic of all of you, especially in the last few days, and from the very beginning, of course, because without you, there wouldn't have been a beginning. Yet, as of the day before spring, and a gift to me for spring was 1,000 subscribers. So I couldn't be more surprised and honored and grateful, and I cannot express the measure of love that goes into these. I'm delighted and excited that so many of you wish to do private sessions, and please bear with me as my schedule is really crazy right now with relocating out of state. So I'm trying to squeeze them in. It could be a few weeks out yet. I'm trying to get them in here and there if I can. So I apologize that I'm have been remiss in any lack of contact or emails or being able to schedule private sessions. So I am trying. We're doing a lot of traveling back and forth in our new endeavors. So there's so many new beginnings for me now. So I appreciate your patience and your trust and your gratitude, and waiting for me to iron out all these details. So I have a little bit more kind of a firm feet on the ground, so I can schedule things a little bit more accordingly. So I just wanted to thank you all again, and I wouldn't be me without you. And I am so delighted. I'm delighted beyond even explanation that these messages and activations and light languages bring you as much joy as they bring me in sharing them. I just have always done it just because it was and continues to be my highest excitement. And I'm just excited about what we call the future, what this age of Aquarius is here to bring us and show us and teach us, and what we all can share with each other. It's been ages since I've been able to do my own light language hangouts, just for the fun of sharing it and exploring and talking and answering your questions and helping activate each other and conversing and sharing. There's nothing like that energy of that interaction of speaking light languages together. And I was actually kind of even in awe today at how few there are of us out there actually speaking languages and sharing them out there with the world. And I've been getting the push really to get out there more in the world with the galactic scripts and the symbols, and so there's so much more to come. And it feels as if I've been doing this forever, but just since yesterday. So since everything is now, I guess both are true in that respect. So there's so much energy and information and entities and names and stuff that I'm given every day. And I had to laugh because even after in the last few days, I always kind of get these precognizant messages, and I had been hearing the name Rose a lot, and I had joked about the rose bush grabbing me the other day, and how a couple of people just in the last few days, so hello Rose, a couple of people in the last few days who've subscribed have the name Rose in their name, either before or after. So I found that pretty exciting and synchronistic. So synchronicity is truly the is our higher self showing us that we are truly in harmony with who we really, really are. And our energy can't lie to the universe. We can pretend and tell ourselves that we are sending out a specific idea or energy or thought pattern, but our energy, our true core vibration, doesn't lie, and it can't lie to the universe. So it's a matter of really walking into the belief that we are all equal. We're all equally as powerful. We're all equally as capable. We're all equally as strong. My crown chakra always starts to itch when I start talking. It's like I can feel them here with us, and there's so much too that goes on before and after the videos, and the clearing and the energy that I put into it, and the invocations of the highest information, the purest information, and while my energy is blending, that I still allow the purity of the information as I'm able to interpret it and translate it. And it all comes in different ways. It's hard to explain sometimes. Sometimes I'm speaking to them, we're having a conversation. Sometimes they're speaking through me. Sometimes I'm hearing, it's almost like you're hearing the message from far away, and then you're translating it, reproducing it, telling the story to someone else, or you're hearing it and then retelling it, or you can hear them, but it's like, okay, well, they're saying right now, so it's kind of like that. So there's all these different interesting experiences and levels that I seem to have, um, and the emotions behind it, and um, the things that happen to me sometimes are just so hard to explain. I don't even know how to explain it to you. The tears and the realizations and the connections and my own intentions on bringing this pure information through, and how all of this is all wrapped into my day and my experience, and how there really is no more separation, if you will, between these three-dimensional and higher dimensional lives. It's as if we are beginning to blend ourselves and understand, and bringing in our multidimensional selves into this three-dimensional perspective in a way we haven't before, in bringing this higher vibrational self to the table every day. Of even if we don't have to come out and say specifically what we're doing and what we're on about in our private world, we don't have to push our beliefs on anybody. We're just simply vibrating differently, higher. And therefore our interactions are different and higher and better and deeper and more empathetic and more compassionate and more unconditionally loving, meaning you're loving the person regardless of the condition that they're in or that the situation's in, not judging their journey any more than we're beginning to understand we don't judge our own journey. We were just experiencing it. And now we're able to actually almost, I even have experiences. I was talking to a good friend of mine today, and she's having this experience too, where we're almost stepping aside and seeing ourselves as the observer. We're almost watching ourselves acting out the play, that we're really becoming aware of our the way we're actually, it's almost we're able to view our own hologram, but from a different perspective, from a higher point of view. You almost like lucid dreaming, or when people talk about their near-death experiences where they literally float up to the top and see themselves, and what's going on in the room. So it's that melding of the dimensions of that time is becoming very slippery, and the realities, just as Bashar said. And I encourage everybody to explore the different avenues and the different channelers and the different information that's out there, and be very discerning about what feels real for you. But one of the reasons when I started the Languages of Lights channel was not just to put out my videos, but to begin to actually compile playlists of all the things that bring me joy, the things that I feel are important to share with the world, all the different channelers that have been an integral part of my journey all along, with each step of my path. So the idea was to offer a multi-dimensional place to explore your own star families, your own galactic connections, to find what clicks with you. Whether it's galactic languages, whether it's channeling this information, whether it's the angels, whether it's the Syrians, the Lyrians, the Pleiadians. Understanding about the hybridization program, the hybrid children program, which are different, essentially. The same but different. And there's so many of these avenues, these topics that I haven't even personally explored with many of you guys yet, but have yet explored these in different other hangouts and in Human Colony and webinars and with many other of my star family that I have come to love and adore, and of which all of you are becoming and are my star family. That's why we're together, because we are, you know, your vibe attracts your tribe. And if you're here, it's because our vibes are attracting, we're finding our tribe. And that doesn't, and it doesn't mean that it always will. I hope it always will, but it's a part of our journey that even I, as many things that I have subscribed to over the years myself, I have, you know, we move on. We don't need the same tools and the same teachers that we did a day ago, a year, a month ago, a year ago, a week ago, a minute ago. So my goal, my idea, it was my idea, not a goal. There was no goal at all. That was the best part about it, there was no goal. The idea was to just simply to put out there to spell out my journey, to show you what's been in my heart, what helped me, what worked for me, even what didn't resonate with me. It's all a part of figuring out what pieces of the puzzle do we want to energetically focus on in any given moment, because we are all of these things. So it's not, am I Pleiadian? Am I this? Am I that? Yeah, yes, 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 and yes. All of it. You're all of it. It depends on what perspective are you choosing today? What lens are you looking through today? Which part of you do you want to explore today? There's the analogies and the metaphors and the information I receive on a daily basis I would be writing and literally doing videos all day, because there's just so much of it. And then when I begin to do the scribing, what happens energetically when I'm writing them and as I'm looking at them, I can't even explain really what happens to me vibrationally. It's a love. It's this feeling of connection and love that I've never really experienced before or understood. And it truly activates something in us that's difficult to describe. So I just wanted to, I guess, let everybody know that we all start someplace and we all wake up somewhere. And my highest excitement when I started this channel was to just help everybody else figure or know and understand that you're not alone, you're not crazy. We're screaming to be our authentic selves, but there's still beliefs and families and jobs and where we're afraid to be who we are. But I just wanted you to know that, you know, I was there too. And although I was fortunate to already be out of the workforce when I truly woke up and started all of this type of ET stuff, there's still most of my world that doesn't know anything about this. And I've discovered that that's okay, and that I don't need for them to know in order for me to continue to do this. They don't need to get it. They don't need to get me. in order for me to be me. And that's the biggest message that I want to send to you guys right now is you don't need to be inauthentic, but they don't need to get you in order for you to just be you. In the ways that you can be you within the belief structures that you have right now with them, which the more you are you in little bits and pieces, the more that belief structure will change. And over the last couple of years, even though I haven't come out and told my family that I'm speaking other languages, I've dropped hints. We've talked about that. I've shared almost everything else except those pieces. So I just wanted you to know that, you're also not alone in that. Here I am a couple years into this and speaking languages and activating other people and I'm able to bring through this information, but it's no different than anything you're capable of doing or able to do. And by immersing myself in these higher frequency beings and channelings and information, and then being discerning about what fit and what didn't, and not worrying about what didn't and did, and not judging it and not comparing myself, because there's still a lot of that with all of us. It doesn't matter whether you're in or outside of the spiritual world. We still tend to wonder, is what I'm doing okay? Is it, what are other people doing? Well, should I be doing it that way? What if I do it this way? The best thing I can just say is that just follow the highest excitement and don't pressure yourself into fitting any kind of anything at all, nothing. Just be explorative, be open, be willing to explore yourself. The most important thing I can tell everybody is, the 30-30-30 rule. 30 minutes of just quiet time with yourself. 30 minutes of being outside. 30 minutes of moving your body in any way, shape, or form will begin to transform your life. Just that alone. And this hour and a half is probably the most precious thing you could ever do to finding yourself and knowing yourself. It is probably the simplest and costs nothing, yet is the most valuable tool in our toolbox. Yet we have been brought up to believe that if it's free, it's not valuable. And I'm still struggling with that one, from a few different perspectives. So, because everything, love is given freely. And when it's given freely, it is truly invaluable. There is no price to put on that, to put on giving love freely. And yet it is the most valuable thing you can do for yourself, firstly, and for everyone else you come in contact with. And for those of you who may or may not know, and if you like to go check, I do have a playlist of the Know Thyself 49-day challenge, where Bashar brought to us the idea of spending just a couple of minutes every day looking in the mirror, saying a couple of different words to ourselves every day of the week, to transform ourselves and to remind ourselves that the most important relationship that we will ever have and can ever have is with ourselves. Because this is your universe. You are your universe. You are your creator. Everything else around you, you're creating your version of it, of those people, of everything. So the only relationship you do have is with you and your source of light, your energy, the phoenix within you, the violet flame within you. And that is the true twin flame. And that's food for another meal. Let's just say the idea of the violet flame and the twin flame. So that's something that Brandy, thank you. Yes, we're going to talk about that again really soon, and it has to do with what they told me in the woods that day. So they'll be exploring that with us a little bit more. So I didn't want to get into too much I really didn't want this to be a long video. I know I always do that, you guys. So, but I really wanted to take this time to just say thanks and kind of let you know the other side of all of this, and that I'm still working to be me completely, but I didn't let it stop me from being the me I could be in the belief systems that I held, while I'm able to drop the ones that no longer serve me as we build our new belief systems and allow ourselves to become more and more authentic every single day. And every time we do something for ourselves, anytime that we are completely present in the moment and not thinking about yesterday, not thinking about tomorrow, there is only now. Every single thing happens in this universe right now. It doesn't matter when you're talking about the thing you're talking about you're talking about it now. You're experiencing it now, whether you believed you experienced it before or whether you're worried about an experience you may or may not have in the future. You're still thinking about it right now. And it's that vibration that creates your timeline, your current vibrational version of you and everything you see. So thank you all once again for being here with me in this way, in this day, in this now, in this epic time of the age of Aquarius, where we really are here to teach the teachers, to show the way for others to navigate through this master ascension process of, this is the only time in history ever, even our ET friends from the very beginnings of time as we know time, this has never really been done this way, where we as a species and a planet are literally transforming and ascending and in a new age at the same time. And this is very unique and very epic. And the fact that we all decided to do this in this time together, we are very special Earth angels. We are very special. When I say special, we are all equal in our creation. What I mean is this was not an easy task to decide to do this way, this now. And that we decided to be aware and awake in this particular time through here has never been done in this way. And they're all watching. All eyes of every multiverse is watching us, watching this happen. We are what's happening. We are what's happening. So my deepest love and gratitude to all of you. You feed me the energy to continue to feed you the energy. Um, and I just want to thank you all. So from my heart to yours, because we all have many, many fractals and many hearts, and we all speak the languages of each of those lights from all of those realms, and know that you are every one of those. There's a piece of you that's every one of those. So we are a reflection of each other. Neapolo koesha te ine ido soto sopokoa she lisa siania. La ko otoro shololi soto so. Amoro otesha te nirasa solokora e shikia. Sono soporo soporo shona ela ke ele sonoso. A kenaro orokotashe. Sito soporo so ele koyana. Ele toro shono soporo so. Ele kina I shoto so. And as Bashara always said, I would do this even if no one was watching and if no one was listening. And I'm reminding you from them to live your life as though no one's listening and no one's watching, and just be you. Inu atu aishishopo atikia satisha wara iumwana iwala ku ayamo ayata she onawa o anoa kawata sho wala ke onawa ila ke awatise I ononoa ila ku ototupo ko esato sopolahi inu ku ale onawa o eto soporo emo oya imana iwaro ekwa itikila kisato soporo shono ela ele hinarua ele kiatahi le sete ona ko e poroshape erokose se hiera ke lawa a ana kita shatoko somo soto she wara se si mai wala kera se te ila ira ruwa baro she baro se peleha le unonoa sata shikora ki lu aimo utu washa she waya se laki se hiera guasa somotoye e likia tashe ai ana ya tatate tatito ala sho opora ko se sesha Lentia satasi loquataya. I am beautiful because you are beautiful. Because we are a reflection of the divine beauty, the rose of creation. Imro koeta shimiosa seboto sumiasa. Imosoto shibira so sopi samanasa orokoya mate. Sini oenayoa kwatase. And on this day of spring, we bring you the white rose, the symbol of your perfection, your purity, have been and will be. For you will always remain in your purest state. You will always remain in your purest state. You are simply powerful enough to navigate away from this perception, but yet it never leaves you. Never. You are powerful enough to see yourself as imperfect. And you are equally as powerful to see yourselves as this divine white rose of perfection and purity. The scent of harmony and divinity. Washes over you, fills you, embraces you, intoxicating you with its scent, its divine purity. In your times of doubt, find this scent, this frequency, this place of purity within you, and remind yourself you are so powerful that you can forget your divinity. And this day of equality, of equal day and night, find this beauty of this pure balance of harmony within you. This equal amount of masculine and feminine, of light and dark. For in your purest form you contain all of this. And it is perfect. It is a perfect balance. Himarakatia sanewaka. Halanaro Hinayawakania satasala. Aneyakatan. Bimayarona yalayana katishiyasa. Sekiana sashwakanya samakati. You are the divine breath. Carrying the scent of the rose of purity within you always. You breathe this as light. Come into your heart centers. Bring this light in and carry it with you in your knowing. It never leaves you. The Divine Mother and the Divine Father send you the kiss of life. Stroking your brow. You are open now to your divinity. Open. The divine, pure white rose within you. The white light. The alchemical birth of the divine gaze. On this new day of this new year, of this new spring, on this equinox, this day of balance, of perfect, pure harmony. In this new frequency of higher love, in the age of Aquarius. Where the fire and the water dance in harmony. Neither extinguishing the other or extinguished by the other. You're in simply and perfect harmony in the divine dance. Namaste. We are the mirror of light. We are your reflection.